Welcome to Imprint, a podcast about creating a home and life you love. I'm Natalie Walton, an interior designer, stylist, and best-selling author focused on an holistic approach to homes. Each week, I'm sharing insights and interviews about the creative process to help you enhance both your interiors and well-being, as well as provide you with the tools and resources to make considered and sustainable choices with all that you create. Hello everyone, welcome to Imprint. Well, we are really starting to get into the new year right now, and I wanted to follow on from my previous solo episode because I'll give you a little bit of context. I have recently just hosted a 50th birthday party for my husband. We had about 50 guests here, which was so much fun, and it's really caused me to reflect on where I'm at in my own life. And I was also speaking to my husband's brothers who, he's got a brother who is older, and, what are the changes that start to happen in this kind of season of our life? In our 20s and our 30s, I feel that we're completely immersed in sort of breaking new ground, really, coming into our own in terms of who we are. But in our 40s, and I imagine going forward into our 50s as well, because I'm kind of fast approaching that, I feel that we start to notice that we keep hitting certain roadblocks. And I spoke about this a little bit in episode 222, so we'll link that in the show notes. But what I was thinking about just literally yesterday, and I thought I really want to record a podcast on this, is that as we are, into this new year and we're looking at how do we want this to be different? How do we want this to be better? It's not really enough to just, create a resolution and think, okay, this is the year that I'm going to go to the gym. This is the year that I'm going to prioritize my health. Because if you haven't done it before, then what is going to be different this time? What is going to be different this year? And the same can be true for so many other areas of our life too. We can think, this is the year that I'm going to really grow my business, or this is the year that I'm going to prioritize my career. Maybe you've been out of work for a period of time, and this is the year where you feel that the children, they're going back to school, and this is going to be your time to shine, your time to connect with your creativity and all the things that are important and, really resonate with you. And so what we need to think about is, well, where have or haven't we got results in the past? Because, like I said, it's very easy to say, this is something that I'm going to do. But if we have tried to do that before and we haven't made progress, we need to look at things a little bit differently. And so this is what I have been doing, because there are some goals that I have and I look at them and I think, that's really interesting. I really tried to do this and it didn't work. So what am I going to do differently? And I know that so many people, when I speak to them and when I'm doing coaching, I find that, ultimately so many people, we just want to be happy. That's the kind of the idea that comes up that, what do you most want in your life? And often this idea of being happy comes up. But what does it actually mean to be happy? I mean, if I have, for you, it might be if I have this partner, if I have a certain type of house, if I have a certain amount of money, if I look a certain way, if I've reached certain milestones in my life in relation to my work, my family, my relationships, my health, my well-being, then we might feel that, okay, if I get that thing, then I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel a sense of contentment, because I actually don't really believe in the traditional idea of happiness, because ultimately happiness is fleeting. Instead, I really try and strive for contentment. And so for me, contentment is a feeling of calm and gratitude. And so as I was reflecting yesterday on, how do I really want to feel in this year and going forward? And of course, I've got business goals, and I've spoken about those on the podcast and how I develop those. But this is, I guess, more around personal goals as well. You can really apply the idea to either. So wherever you're at right now, you can apply these ideas without a doubt. But I was very much thinking within personal goals that I have. And so if we want different results in our life, if we've tried something before and if it hasn't worked, we need to be proactive and really think about what is driving our results. And what drives our results is ultimately our thoughts, because we have thoughts in our mind and they create a certain feeling within us. And those feelings are what drive our actions. So if we want to get a different kind of result, we need to think a different thought. And so for you, I want you to think about what are the thoughts that you have about the goal that you want to achieve for yourself. Like I said, it can be relate to your health, it can relate to your wellness, it can relate to your career, your financial situation, anything. But it doesn't matter which area of your life you want to focus on, but what are the thoughts that you have about that? And you might think, well, my thought is that I want this, but we need to dig a little bit deeper, because there are often unconscious thoughts that we have about it that actually is preventing us from achieving that thing. So we need to really catch the actual thoughts that we are having about this particular goal. And then we need to be curious about that thought and really then choose a better thought. So let me give you an example. So you might feel frustrated that you're not achieving your goal, whether that's living in your dream home, having your dream business, being your ideal health goal, and really be curious about what are you taking this to mean. So then you need to choose a better thought. For instance, I'll give you the example of calm. So this is something that I really want to feel within myself. When I really think about what do I want to feel this coming year personally, I want to feel a sense of calm within my actions. And so what I actually did, and this is what I want to share with you today, which is really practical. I'm going to share some really practical ideas with you, is that I actually went to ChatGPT and I said, what thoughts do I need to have to feel calm? And so this is what ChatGPT came back to me with, and it's actually quite good. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. And obviously you can enter whatever question you have into an AI tool and see what results it gives to you. And now, obviously, this is not a licensed therapist. I mean, you've really got to use some of your common sense here, and I'm not giving you therapy advice or any of those things. But I did find this really helpful for me. And so that is why I'm sharing it as a tool for you, because you might find that this really resonates. And there are actually, I've heard of AI tools being used for therapy work, and it's a really growing field. And there is a lot that can be said there, because sometimes we can feel, more confident and able to express our deep thoughts to a tool such as that, rather than maybe even saying it to a therapist, perhaps. I don't know. I'm probably going to get really angry letters from therapists saying something like that. But, if it's a tool that helps you, I think that's a great thing. Okay, so let's go back to what ChatGPT said. It said, to create the feeling of calm, you can cultivate thoughts that promote safety, balance, and a sense of control. And when it said that, I was like, wow, that's so interesting, because I know that often within myself, control is something that, ultimately I'm trying to control my environment. I'm trying to control my business. I do feel like it is a driving force within me. And so how can I have that sense of control, but really do it within a sense of being calm? And so it said, here are some specific thoughts that might help. And it actually grouped them into different categories. And so these are some of the categories. So the first category was present moment awareness, which really is all about mindfulness. And so these are some of, the thoughts that I can have it suggested. Right now, I am safe. This moment is all I need to focus on. I can handle what's in front of me one step at a time. So I hope you can see that, and I'll go through some more, and I hope you can see though that these can be really powerful tools to read over, remind yourself if you are really wanting to feel more of a sense of presence and mindfulness in your day-to-day interactions, and how that can help you feel calm. And so I will actually put these into the show notes for the episode. And so you can go and refer to these as well. But sometimes it's nice to just listen. I mean, if I'm often listening to podcasts while I'm driving or, maybe going on a walk and doing chores. So I thought it might be helpful to actually hear them as well. So another category relates to releasing control. I don't need to have all the answers right now. It's okay to let go and trust that things will work out. Not everything is urgent. I can prioritize what matters most. That one really resonated with me. And I have actually, since I've gone through this exercise, written them into my journal and decided to read them in the morning to really, remind myself of these truths that we can so easily lose sight of. Okay, so there's another one that relates to self-compassion. I am doing my best, and that is enough. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. I can pause and reset. I deserve kindness, even from myself. And that one, I have to say, that one really got to me. It's amazing. I have kindness, and to be kind is a core value of mine. And, it's something that's really, really important. And sometimes, we don't offer that same generosity towards ourselves, and it really, that idea of I deserve kindness even from myself, and how, sometimes the self-talk that we can all have can really hold us back. Okay, another category related to gratitude. I am grateful for small moments of peace. There is beauty and calm in simple things around me. Focusing on what I have brings me serenity. Okay, there's two little more sections in relation to this bigger topic of calm. So the next one relates to perspective setting. This feeling will pass. It's only temporary. I've faced challenges before and come out stronger. I can choose to see this as an opportunity to grow. That one is something that I often say to my students and members within Design and Grow, because, we all face challenges, whether it's in life, whether it's in business. And I truly believe that there is always growth on the other side of any challenge that we face. There's certainly the opportunity for it. Breath and grounding in relation to calm. Each breath I take brings me closer to calm. I can ground myself in the here and now by focusing on my senses. My body knows how to relax when I let it. Even just after that, I just want to do like a big exhale. And, we need to allow ourselves the opportunity to relax and just be. And I hope that those prompts have been really helpful for you. So I'm going to now go on to some that relate to, if you want to, so what thoughts do I need to feel? A sense of abundance, so not scarcity. And so to create a feeling of abundance, you can focus on thoughts that emphasize gratitude, possibility, sufficiency, and trust. These thoughts shift your mindset from what's lacking to recognizing what's present and available to you. So here are some ideas. Gratitude for what you have. I already have so much to be thankful for. There is more than enough for me and everyone else. The universe, or life, has provided for me in the past and will continue to do so. Trust in opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere. I just need to notice them. Abundance flows to me in unexpected and wonderful ways. What I need will come to me at the right time. That one really resonated with me as well. Sometimes we can feel in a rush to get somewhere or to do something, but when it's the right time, it will happen. Focus on growth. The more I give, the more I grow. I really love that one. The more I give, the more I grow. My skills, ideas, and efforts create endless possibilities. There is no limit to what I can achieve or receive. The next category relates to belief in sufficiency. I have everything I need to take the next step. This is sometimes where people, again, especially within Design and Grow, and also when I'm teaching the Styling Masterclass, people sometimes feel like, I need to have all the right things, or I need to have a home that's already beautiful, or I need to, have all these props to be able to create what I want to create. Or when it relates to business, I've got to have the perfect website, or I've got to have all these different things. We just always want to start with what is the minimum viable product? What is something that I can start with right now? So this idea of I have everything I need to take the next step, that is a really good reminder, I think, for many people that I have come across within my programs. So if that is you, then maybe that is something to reflect on. Some more that relate to belief in sufficiency. What I have is enough, and more is always on its way. There's plenty of time and resources to create the life I want. Okay, a couple more relating to generosity and flow. The more I share, the more I receive. Giving to others enhances the flow of abundance in my life. I can release what no longer serves me to make space for more. That was another one that I kind of gave a little asterisk to, because I love that reminder that I can release what no longer serves me to make space for more. I often talk about the idea of that if we're going to put something on our plate, we need to take something off our plate. And so for you, think about, if something is not helping you anymore, then to take that off so that you can actually create space for more. Okay, mindset of plenty. There is always more where that came from. Life is full of opportunities for me to thrive. Every day I receive more of what I focus on. That is so good. That is so powerful. Every day I receive more of what I focus on. So if you need more leads in your business, focus on that. If you need to improve a skill, focus on that skill. If you want to improve a health goal, then focus on that. That is literally, you will benefit from anything that you focus on. And then confidence in the process. Abundance is a mindset, not a number. I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. I am open to receiving in all forms: money, love, joy, and experiences. So really think about how you can pair these thoughts with intentional actions like practicing gratitude daily, sharing generously, or visualizing your goals as already achieved. There is a really powerful exercise whereby you want to write to yourself as your future self who has already achieved that goal. So perhaps write a letter to who you are right now as your future self from the end of 2025 that has achieved the goal that you wanted to achieve this year. Really powerful. Okay, last little section. Like I said, you can apply these ideas to whatever goals that you have. But for me, I wanted to experience more joy in this coming year. So I asked, what thoughts do I need to think to feel joy? To feel joy, you can cultivate new and unique thoughts that align with your personal values, experiences, and sense of wonder. Here are some ideas. Childlike wonder. There's so much in life I haven't discovered yet. How exciting. Every ordinary moment has the potential to surprise me. I love that idea of being open to the idea of surprise. I can choose to see the world with fresh eyes like a child. I often talk about the idea of how often we live by default. We stop noticing our spaces. We stop noticing, all the beauty that is around us and the things that we fell in love with our homes for in the first place, or the reason we got into business in the first place. And so to take a moment to really try and see it with fresh eyes and fresh gratitude, I think is really powerful. Permission to enjoy. I don't need a reason to feel happy. I can just allow it. And that really, to me, again, that idea of happy, for me, I think of the word contentment or gratitude. It's okay to pause and savor this moment. And this is something that I really need to practice, is just pausing more and just appreciating each moment. Joy doesn't have to be earned. It's always available to me. Connection to nature. This is something that is really important to me. I go for a walk every single day. It's about a 40-minute walk with my husband, and I love it so much. It really helps me feel grounded, even on days where I'm really busy. And maybe if I've been working hard, it will help me reconnect with myself. I feel alive when I notice the beauty of the natural world. Every breath connects me to something greater. And I actually wrote this for myself. Every breath allows me to release what doesn't serve me. And also, you could say, every breath grounds me in nature. And this relates to the power of the present. Right now, there's nothing I need to fix or change. Wow. That's definitely one I need to repeat and go over, because I feel like I'm always trying to make improvements. And sometimes, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just need to think, we don't need to fix or change anything right now in this moment. Just be present. This moment is perfect as it is. I am free to be just here now and enjoy it. Appreciation for possibilities. Today is full of opportunities to laugh and smile. That's such a beautiful idea. Life is full of surprises. I wonder what wonderful things will happen next. There are endless ways to find joy if I stay open. Celebration of uniqueness. This is something I talk about a lot in relation to obviously developing our own unique signature style, and also in our business. We need to have a unique selling point. We need to embrace who we are. So these are some thoughts that you can think about or reflect on. The things that make me different are the things that make life exciting. I have something special to bring to this moment. No one else can live my life or experience my joy. Focus on simplicity. A cup of tea, a deep breath, or a quiet moment. These are all treasures. Joy is in the little things, and those are everywhere. Sometimes the simplest moments bring the deepest happiness. Okay, let's talk about light-hearted play. It's fun to do something just because it feels good. I can laugh at myself and find joy in not taking life too seriously. There's always time to play and have fun, no matter of my age. It says no matter how old I am, but I don't like that phrasing. Inner peace. And this is the last little one. Joy feels like coming home to myself. I don't need to chase joy. It's already within me. I can let go of the noise and enjoy quiet contentment inside. So I want you to think, do any of these thoughts resonate with you or spark new ideas for finding joy? As I said, I found this exercise really helpful, and I hope it's been insightful for you to listen to, these thoughts and really taking, if we kind of loop back to how we started, this idea of if we keep getting the same results in our life, we've tried to make changes, we have tried to get healthy, we've tried to grow our business, we have tried to improve certain areas of our life, and we keep getting stuck, we keep hitting the same roadblocks. What I would suggest is that we really need to go to the root cause, and we need to look at what are the beliefs and the thoughts that I have about this particular goal, this particular thing that I'm trying to achieve. And that if we're not achieving it, that we need to really think about what are some better thoughts that I can have? What do I need to believe about this idea or this concept? And as I said, you can use tools such as AI to really help you reframe the thoughts that you have. And I've just gone through and shared different thoughts as they relate to the idea of calm, that they relate to the feeling of abundance, and also to how to think and feel more joy in daily life. And I hope that this has been interesting, hopefully insightful. I know it's a little bit different. It might be a little bit wacky. I don't know. Let me know. But if you have enjoyed it, please let me know. I would really appreciate to hear from you. You can leave a comment in the review section, or send me a DM on Instagram. And I will be going deeper in many of these ideas in some upcoming episodes. And also, if something you have on your heart is to really look at how can you get into the world of interior styling and really use that for your business, then I've got a free training coming up called, it's the Confident Stylist. And if you want to come and join and get all the details of that, then go to nataliewalton.com/confidence. And I would love to see you there. But in the meantime, I hope that you have found this helpful, and I look forward to connecting again with you soon. All right, have a beautiful week. All of the links and info for this episode are at nataliewalton.com/podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get a direct download of the latest episode. And I really appreciate when you take a minute to rate and review, as well as share the love with someone you know who might benefit from this episode, or on social media. If you'd like to access a range of free resources, come visit my website, nataliewalton.com. Thank you to Jaeger Media for producing this podcast. And I would also like to acknowledge the people of the Bundjalung Nation where it was recorded, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. I look forward to connecting again soon. I'm Natalie Walton, and you've been listening to Imprint.